What's up, guys? It is Lane again, and today we are going to be talking about all this disgusting stuff going on in the world today. Coughing, sneezing, shaking hands with people, getting closer than 6 feet, and getting like up in personal bubbles and stuff. No, we're not talking about that. Today we are talking about, how do we continue to trust in God in all of this. And it's interesting because people are freaking out. They are losing their minds, and I kind of find a little bit of humor in it. I'm not one of the people that are like, you know what, let's just live in faith and everything's gonna be hunky-dory. Okay, no, I'm not that person. Wash your hands, people. Quit being nasty, but it's unfortunate to me that we've had to have something like a virus outbreak to tell people to wash their hands. It's whatever. So today I'm going to be talking about finding comfort in hard times. So you look at everything going on in the world today, and let's not even talk about the coronavirus. Let's just talk about all the rioting and all the other stuff that's going on in the world. And, people have lost sight on focusing on God, which has been going on for years, but let's rejoin the situation here. So, if you look in Psalms 46 verses 1 through 3, just starting in verse 1, it says, God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in time of trouble. I feel like we forget this sometimes. I feel like we forget that the fact God's always been there. He's still on his throne. He's still in control. There is nothing new to this. And what's happened is we have forgotten to rely on God. We've forgotten to let God have control and let him do what he does. Instead, we try to take the reins and we try to do things our own way. It always fails. Never successful. I know that anytime I try to do things on my own or control situations by myself, it always falls through. Let's go back to that. Remember that he is your refuge, he is your refuge. Remix. He is your refuge and strength and ever-present help in times of trouble. So if you look at Proverbs 8:10, it says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. Now there's songs out there.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Really cheesy. Not one of my favorite songs. But anyway, it's a good song, I guess, because it's scriptural. But it's the truth. He is your refuge. He is your strength in times of trouble, as in Psalms 46 says. And then in Proverbs, it tells you that, he's the strong tower. You look at tornadoes and storms and hurricanes and all this other stuff. Where do people go? Probably in the strongest structure that they can find, because they know it's probably not going to get blown around, right? You kind of look at it in the sense of, yes, you need to have faith and you need to be relying on God to keep you safe, obviously. But God gives you a spirit of discernment, and He allows you to make your own decisions. And, if you go around licking doorknobs, probably going to get sick, And my dad used to, get mad at me all the time because I was a nail biter for a long time. Not anymore. Puppies are clipped. But anyway, I used to be a nail biter, and, I don't know if you've ever really looked under your nails. It's pretty disgusting. But don't do that, kids. Going on, Nehemiah 8:10, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Panic and widespread media just losing their mind. Don't fall into that trap, okay? Go outside, take a breath of fresh air. Probably doesn't have coronavirus in it, but, use common sense. Don't go up on somebody and just ask them to cough in your face because you have faith. It doesn't make any sense. You should get sick if you do that. You should probably get sick. Just to teach you a lesson, because that's gross. Listen, guys, God is in control, whether we see it or not, whether we see whatever it is, he's in control, and God always has a purpose and a plan for everything. I hate bringing this up, but you look at 9/11. 9/11, when that happened, there were more people in churches than probably in the past 100 years. That's obviously dwindled away. God has a serious way of getting people's attention. Now, there are people out there that do not want to see it as God getting people's attention, and people want to blame God, and people want to say, well, your God's doing all this stuff. Why would you love God that does all that? Why do you love God that makes people sick and wants to take them away, and he makes locusts and stuff go down in Africa? Sorry, that's really driving me crazy. Guys, he allows things to happen because he always uses everything for his glory, period, flat out. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything that happens to us is brought forth to benefit God's glory. That's the way it works. And when we start seeing it that way is when we can start actually rendering the worship to him that we need to. And we can start giving him the glory that he deserves. Stop panicking. Chill out. Wash your nasty hands. And move on. It's a pretty simple video. We'll see you on the next one.